We're leaving today and entering a world of Mickey Mouse waving, princess meeting and greeting, lightsaber clashing, the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror dropping, Banshee flying, Space Mountain launching, galaxy rewinding, what's the one that was galaxy rewinding, fireworks igniting, world of other worlds, for whatever you love. Infinite worlds await at the most magical place on Earth, Walt Disney World Resort.
Start your day with Quaker Protein Instant Oatmeal. The Instant Oatmeal ready to help you tackle whatever your day brings. Like wrangling your toddler into their car seat. That was fun. Coaching your 6th graders soccer team. Go girls! And carrying all the groceries in one trip. Whew. Try Quaker Protein Instant Oatmeal, granola, and bars. Great taste and a good source of protein. Quaker, bring out the good.
This is Optimal Living Daily. Take chances, make mistakes, get messy. By Krista O'Reilly Davi-Dagui of life-raft.ca. And I'm your narrator, Justin Malik, the guy that reads blogs or articles to you every single day of the year, including weekends and holidays. And with that, let's get right to our next post as we optimize your life. Take chances, make mistakes, get messy. By Krista O'Reilly Davi-Dagui of lifeinprogress.ca. One of my favorite memories of raising my big kids is all the hours we spent watching Magic School Bus and gleaning life wisdom from the fabulous Ms. Frizzle. Not that we watched a lot of TV, but the Magic School Bus videos counted as educational time. Ms. Frizzle taught us to take chances, make mistakes, get messy. I don't fancy myself all that much of a risk taker, but when I spend time looking back over some of my life choices, I see that I have never necessarily taken the easy road. I left home and moved to the city first at 16, then for good at 17. Jumped on an airplane with almost no money and a one-way ticket to England at 19. Decided to learn French as a young adult and dove into university, rather successfully I might add, in the French language with very little preparation. Married a West African who did not speak English 1 year after meeting him, and signed a legal oath to provide for him financially for immigration purposes should he turn out to be a bum. Chose to have my first child while in university. Decided that after 6 years in uni preparing to teach other folks' kids, I would ditch all my well-laid plans and stay home to homeschool. Purchased a rental property, which has involved plenty of stress at times and many financial ups and downs. 5 years ago, just before the new year, I felt a call to return to school, which made no practical sense as I was homeschooling 3 kids, awaiting a much-needed hip replacement, and finances were tight. But I knew it was right and dove in heart first. Sometimes what appears completely illogical to the natural eye is actually a crazy, beautiful life raft to those with eyes to see. And since then, I've taken risks in telling the truth about some of my story and putting myself out there, even when I feel imperfect or afraid, in refusing to compete and hustle to be who I am not. I believe that each of my risks, my mistakes, and even my messes have helped form and equip me for the work I have the privilege of doing today with a life in progress. I believe that each of your mistakes and heartaches and all your imperfection and messiness is part of a beautiful tapestry, and that instead of making you a failure, it is simply part of your journey, part of the gift that you get to offer back to the world. Which leads me back to Miss Frizzle and her motto, take chances, make mistakes, get messy. We have no guarantees in life, do we? We have no idea how many days we have here on Earth, or if people really can be trusted, or if our bodies will hold on to carry us through our retirement plans. We don't get to control who our children become any more than we control the weather. Friendships end and people die and businesses fail. But sometimes, because we take a chance, we meet strong, stubborn women who challenge us in beautiful ways and become our soul sisters. Despite myriad mistakes, our kids grow up and delight us and call us to maturity in ways we would never have planned for ourselves. Our marriages become more deeply rooted as we persist through the rocky seasons, or sometimes we finally find the courage to leave. And through our messy imperfection, we learn that we are stronger than we ever realized. We take 2 steps forward and 1 step back. We let go of an addiction only to replace it with another. We mess up and apologize. We fall apart and pick ourselves up all over again. But we keep going because we realize that our aim is no longer perfection. It is simply choosing to live each day fully, awake, and aware. We loosen our grip and take chances, make mistakes, get messy. I want my kids to choose careers they love, not those that everyone thinks are safer and more likely to make them money. I want them to go on adventures far and wide, be open to learning new languages, meeting people from other cultures and customs, and not subsist on fear, to be willing to do hard things even at great personal cost. I want them to be wise and kind and willing to give and not just take. And if I want this for them, then it seems to me I must be willing to model this, however imperfectly. What about you? You have bills to pay and meals to prepare and people to tend to. Is there any room left in your life for a little risk-taking, a little stepping out, a little willingness to try something you are secretly excited and afraid of all at the same time? Is there any breathing room in your home or calendar for creativity, for literal mess-making for you and your little people? Any room for adventure or spontaneity? Any margin in the budget for unexpected, compassionate giving? Are there some big, messy mistakes in your past for which you haven't forgiven yourself or forgiven someone you love for? Do you want to give yourself permission to loosen your grip a little and take some chances, make mistakes, and get a little messy? I don't ever set resolutions for the new year, but I do aim to live purposefully year-round. What if this year we all decide that not one day will pass without us getting curious, offering our small gifts, asking questions, risking rejection, trying a new way, feeling fear and showing up anyways, or being open to new possibilities? What if we choose to live eyes and heart wide open, unshackled, letting go of everything that binds and holds us back from truly living with purpose, health, and joy? Join Miss Frizzle and me in taking chances, making mistakes, and getting a little messy this year. Let me know how it goes. You just listened to the post titled Take Chances, Make Mistakes, Get Messy by Krista O'Reilly Davi-Dagui of life-raft.ca, and I'll be right back with my commentary. It's common to think about our finances around the new year, maybe paying off debt or saving for a house. But why only track spending when you can also plan and actually achieve your goals? Set yourself up for financial success this year. Monarch is the all-in-one personal finance tool designed to make your life easier. It brings your entire financial life, budgeting, accounts, and investments, net worth, and future planning together in one dashboard on your phone or laptop. Feel aware and in control of your finances this year and get 50% off your Monarch subscription with code LIVING. I love that with Monarch, I can see my savings goals and net worth as I get closer to milestones. I feel like it keeps me accountable. Set yourself up for financial success in 2026 with Monarch, the all-in-one tool that makes proactive money management simple all year long. Use code LIVING at monarch.com for half off your first year. That's 50% off your first year at monarch.com with code LIVING.
My day kicks off with a refreshing Celsius energy drink, then straight to the gym. Pre-K pickup, back home to meal prep. Time for my fire station shift. One more Celsius, gotta keep the lights on. When the 3-alarm hits, I'm ready. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
Thank you to Krista. I think most of us play it safer than we'd like to admit. We stick with what's comfortable, what's predictable. And I get it. There's bills to pay, responsibilities to manage. Taking risks can feel irresponsible. Plus, comfort is really an end goal for many of us. We've talked about it before, though, how discomfort is what we need to grow. Like she said, those risks, mistakes, and messy moments, that's what shapes us. Those are all really important learning experiences. And for me, almost certainly the moments I look back on as being the most valuable, even when they didn't turn out exactly how I hoped. I've gotten more risk averse with age. I think that happens to a lot of us. But I still think there's something important about being willing to try things that scare us a little. Not reckless necessarily, but things that matter to us or can help us grow or challenge us, even if we're not sure they'll work out. So maybe today we can take one small chance and try something we've been putting off because it feels scary or messy, or uncertain. Let me know how it goes. And with that, have a great weekend if you're listening in real time, and I'll catch you tomorrow where your optimal life awaits.